Hello, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpio Priestess. If you would like a personal reading, you can do that by visiting ScorpioPriestess.com. If you would like to enter to win a half-hour FaceTime reading, you can do that by liking, subscribing, and commenting blessing. Scorpio, I hope you're well, living your best Saturday life. There is a life coaching reading that I've been doing. It's on my menu, and I have been doing it for myself that I've wanted to do for you all for a while. I know it won't be a popular reading, but those that are called to this reading, I think it can really be helpful. So I've asked the question, what do you need to do to move on, to move forward, to let the past go? And we also have divine guidance as well as what the soul lesson here is. What the lesson on this person, this lover, this job, whatever you are trying to move on from right now. I do have this on my menu if you would like a more personalized reading, Scorpio. It is a life coaching reading. It is a Tarotphy reading on my menu. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept the truth and then let Source take it from here. Deeper insight are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Could be 58, Scorp. This is the thing. Some of you need to be honest with yourself. To move forward, you have to come to a place where you are being honest with you, being honest with yourself about maybe the choices and the decisions that you have made in the past, or the choices and decisions you made in this relationship, as well as there are deeper things happening here. This was definitely for you and your soul's growth. This is for you to be able to come to a place where you are more self-aware. One of the reasons why people do not like my readings and people either love me or hate me is because I am all about self-awareness as well as, holding ourselves accountable. And not everybody wants to do that. It's a hard thing to do. A lot of people want to live in a fantasy or point fingers at others, but we have to take ownership for ourselves. We just do. I've had to take ownership for me. Trust me, I have. The overall here energy on how to move forward is number 41, heart opening. Someone you know, it may even be you, is withholding love and creating a very emotionally painful experience for everyone involved. It looks like there's someone that's holding their love back from you. You've had no other choice now but to move forward. This is your only decision because they're not giving you equally, they're not giving to you equally, or they've pulled back their energy completely, and you have no choice but to move on. You can't sit and wait for a ghost. And a lot of you are starting to realize that. You are being honest with yourself, and that is the first thing you need to do as far as trying to move on from this thing or this person. Some of you could have lost something, someone. You could have had a job loss. There's something here that's happened in your life, Scorpio, and you're having a hard time. You're swinging back and forth. One day you're going to move on from this person or this job, and the next day you're just very undecided. The divine asking you to let go of the past to see the future. Weigh out all the pros and cons and take practical steps towards your goal. Your hard work will pay off, but you need more self-discipline. If you're going to move on, then you're moving on. No looking back. If you're going to move on, there's no time for you to entertain this person every once in a while, or go a couple days and tell them you're moving on and then break down and message them. The divine asking you to let go of the past here, open up your heart again and move on. And that doesn't mean to open up your heart and meet new lovers. That means allow people to nurture you and love you, Scorpio. Allow yourself to come to a place where you understand that you can love again. You will love again. And there will be someone that makes you want to love again. Some of you may be in this place where you think you're never going to meet someone that makes you feel that way ever again, but that's just a self-limiting belief. 8 of Cups, once again, you're being called here to keep walking. 8 Cups is a lot of love to leave behind, and you're juggling around, should I or shouldn't I, but they're holding back their love from you. They're not giving to you, and it burdens the hell out of you. You just feel like you're going in an uphill battle, pushing all of these 10 wands every time they reject you, or every day they don't respond to you, or every moment you allow yourself to feel like this person doesn't want you. It's making you feel quite burdened. I feel, Scorpio, that there's been a lot of aggression with them, and this was a soul connection, and it could be a beautiful connection, but you can't get them, you know, they've got to want to do this. They've got to want to do the work and put energy and effort into your relationship. If they don't, the only choice they're giving you is to move forward. Some of you are really ready to let go of the past. You have been honest with yourself, and you're steadily moving forward, and you take as much time as you need. Don't let people make you feel like, oh, you're still grieving. Grieving is a personal thing, and you'll grieve as long as you grieve, love. But opening up your heart, working on your heart chakra is the first step in moving forward. Now, the divine guidance is share your gifts. Number 26, get ready to see movement when you choose to share your gifts. Some of you have a gift that's been bestowed on you, upon you, Scorpio, and you need to focus more on that. The divine guidance right now is focus on sharing your beautiful gifts and energy with the world. Do not put so much focus on this situation or this person. You are gifted in so many ways. You are being guided to share those gifts. It is time for you to follow your guidance without hesitation. As long as you withhold the gifts you have to share, you may feel blocked and confused about the path ahead. This card comes to you today to remind you of what you already know. You have something amazing to share with the rest of the world. It is time for you to share it and set your fears aside. Think of all the people you could assist if you allowed yourself to do what you love, to share what you have to share. Your gifts were not just given to you for you, but they were given to you to share with others. You're being called now to focus on sharing your gifts with the world. We all have special gifts that we are born with. We all have special things about us, and a lot of you have so many beautiful gifts that the world would benefit from, but fear is stopping you, and being in this low vibration or constantly being with people that make you question your self-worth or make you question who you are, Scorpio, is not serving you anymore. It's time to let go of the past, open up your heart, and start sharing your gifts, even if it's just with the people around you. You have some beautiful gift here that the divine has bestowed upon you, and that's the divine guidance on how to move forward. Alchemize the energy by focusing on looking better, feeling better, doing better, and being of service to others. Tell me, Spirit, what is the guidance here you have for Scorpio on moving forward? Divine Masculine, allow your higher good, and ego death. Some of you are going through an ego death. Scorpio, I've had so many things happen to me publicly that were so embarrassing that I had no choice but to let go of my ego. Most of us here on planet Earth instead of being in our higher self, we live out of our ego, where we care too much about what we look like, what people think. We care too much about if we're keeping up with Sarah or Johnny. And the divine is begging you right now to allow for your higher good and step outside your ego. Ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it no longer runs your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. Ego is what will stop you from sharing your gifts. Ego is what makes you feel like you want to win when someone puts you in competition with a third party, opposed to saying, nah, you are disloyal to me and you're not for me. We automatically have that desire to win and to be chosen. That is your ego. We manifest out of our ego often as well. You can manifest out of your ego every day. Most people do, but it doesn't bring you happiness. If you want $100,000 because you want to drive a shiny car and have a nice house so you can show off to all your friends and family, you'll get that $100,000 and still be just as miserable as you were before you got that money. Manifesting from your ego is like that. That's what it looks like. Don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what's in your highest good will come. That is the strongest message here. The strongest divine guidance is some of you are going through an ego death, and do not be upset that this person left your life, or don't feel like you're never going to be able to be happy again, Scorpio. That's your ego talking. Whatever is happening right now is happening for your highest good, and I'm sure you can put it into perspective and say, this person is a cheater, they're a liar, they're a lazy lover, they don't even do A, B, and C for me. A really good tool that I like to use with my clients is make a list. Make a list of all the things that you want out of a lover, or all the things you want out of a job, and then check how many this person or that toxic job actually fill, because you may be surprised on how little that they even do for you, or how little that job makes you happy. It's all our ego that gets in the way, and we start to fall in love with what we want it to be. Some of you are going through an ego death because someone cheated on you or left you, and it's been so embarrassing for you, but it is for your highest good. There is an excessive masculine energy that needs to be balanced in order to feel harmonious within. Take a step back and find a more feminine approach. The divine's letting you know that you may be in your masculine energy too much. I embody my masculine energy a lot for business and for many things, but it's important that you learn how to balance out your feminine and masculine energy. The divine asking you to share your gifts, allow yourself to go through this ego death, and balance out your divine feminine and divine masculine. That is what's going to help you fully move forward and let go of this person or this toxic job. It's slow, but it looks like you're feeling a lot of rejection, and that's why you're going through this ego death. Somebody has rejected you, a lover, or they don't want what you want, and it's making you feel less than. And Scorpio, do not question yourself and who you are, because one person here on this planet doesn't see your worth, because trust me, they do. It's just their bad choices and decisions, or what is easier for them. That is usually why people make the decisions they make. It has nothing to do with you not being good enough. I feel like a lot of you here, your inner dialogue needs to change, Scorpio. The soul lesson here, the whole lesson to this divine connection, or to this fated job loss, or whatever it is you're working on moving on from, In order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. You could be 31. Your inner dialogue needs work, guys. You may be saying a lot of self-limiting things to yourself. You may be saying things that are not true. Remember, feelings are not fact. And if you don't feel good about yourself, that projects in the way other people treat us. If you don't feel good about something, Scorpio, don't focus on it. Focus on the solution, on how to fix it. How you talk to yourself is a driving force behind all your motives and ambitions. If you tell yourself you can, then you will find a way. If you tell yourself you can't, then you will not have enough power to generate a positive outcome. And that is 85% of the time why people do not move on after years and years of being in separation, because we tell ourselves repeatedly we can't let go, we can't move on, we can't stay away from them, and then we don't have enough. We train our subconscious mind to think that we can't do it, and then we don't. So it's important that right now, today, every chance you can, you tell yourself, I can move on. I will move on. I will be happy. I will look better, do better, feel better. So you can retrain that subconscious mind. Where are we at? What you tell yourself creates a rippling effect within you that trickles all the way down into your deepest, most hidden feelings. Your inner dialogue has the potential to propel you forward or hold you back. It can bring forward solutions to create problems. Your feelings are generated through thoughts that entertain the ideas that you accept to be true or false. It is time for you to talk to yourself in the same way you would talk to a friend. If you wanted a friend to take your advice, do you think they would be happy if you belittled them? The same is true for your own self-talk. When you begin to change your inner dialogue, you will change your feelings about yourself. How others see you is directly related to how you see yourself. When you change your inner dialogue, you create a positive relationship with yourself that has potential to create lasting changes in every area of your life. Your soul lesson with this person, one of the biggest purposes to this event that you're trying to move on from is you changing the way you talk to you changing your mindset, starting to look at yourself as the bomb boss ass person you really are, Scorpio. The divine is asking you to work on changing that inner dialogue. That was the soul lesson here. That was one of the biggest lessons in this connection or with this job. Stay the course. Number 29. Number 13, get your power back. And number 15, increase your knowledge. The divine wants you to know that the whole purpose for this soul connection is so you could find a way to get your power back from people that do not deserve it. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs for. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Direct message from Archangel Michael. Scorpio, it's time that you take back your power from people that are toxic and make you feel bad about yourself. It's time that you take your power back from your abusive parent, from that ex-lover from years ago that beat you down to a point that now you just keep manifesting the same kind of person. This connection was all about you taking back your power and increasing your knowledge in mindset, in energy, vibration, in spirituality in general. Some of you may decide to go back to school. That's alchemy. I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to focus on the things that I love in my life. I'm going to win. I will look my best, feel my best, do my best. That is winning here, Scorpio. When someone walks out of your life or somebody doesn't want to build and grow with you, or they choose someone else, you better make that person turn around and think, my God, I cannot believe I ever let somebody like Scorpio go, opposed to looking back and seeing you broken down and sad. See, because honestly, looking your best, doing your best, feeling your best is what could bring them back in much faster, or what will bring in new lovers much faster than being broken down and sad. Tell me about this, please. What can we tell Scorpio about this soul lesson? Some of you, there's been generational inner dialogue or generational abuse that has got you in its grips. Unfortunately, your parents were abused. They abused you. It's just repeating its cycle. And the divine really wants you to be the one to break those generational curses. I've broke many generational curses in my family. Some of you here, tell me what this is. Some of you here have a very special gift. You have a gift of discernment, like I do. You have a gift of knowing, just knowing certain things, Scorpio. But right now your vibration is so low that you're not using it to your greatest ability. The better you feel, the better you do, the stronger your intuition will be. It feels to me like there are people around you that may not be for your highest good, and the divine has been trying to show you that, asking you to focus on things that do bear fruit, to focus on your life, your career. That is how you move on from this. That is how you move on from this person, is changing your inner dialogue, really honing your gifts and opening your heart back up. A Pisces, another Scorpio could be important to you. At the end of the day, you're doing a fabulous job, Scorp. Keep going. No more looking behind you. No more swinging back and forth. If you're moving on, it doesn't matter how slow it is. Then focus all of your, go on a 30-day healing journey. For 30 days, I'm going to read beneficial things. I'm going to listen to podcasts and watch movies that make me feel good. I'm going to change my nutritional habit, go for walks out in nature, journal, and I'm just going to heal and allow myself to move forward. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed day. Love and light.